We're here at the Geelong Racecourse for the 2014 Great Australian Beer Festival. After a cloudy start, the sun's beating down, it's going to be a glorious day, perfect day in fact for drinking more than 150 different beers and ciders. As you can see, already the crowds are pouring in, they're lining up at the bars. We've got live music on the stage, we've got all sorts of stuff going on. There's beer cabaret, there's homebrew competitions, there's going to be award presentations, there's people just having a great time already. We're going to go and take a wander, taste some of the awesome beers, have a nibble, chat some punters, have a chat some brewers. Should be amazing, so let's go and see what we can find.
You make your way through the gate, the first thing you'll see is some of the local brewers from around the Geelong region. You've got Forest Brewery from just down the road in Otway, Prickly Moses again from Otway Estate. Of course, Little Creatures, now calling Geelong home. For the second year running, they've gathered together some of the finest Victorian microbreweries, but also enticed some of the best from elsewhere in Australia.
It's the first outing that we've actually brought the Sly Fox out in Victoria properly, and the response to that beer has just been outstanding. Which I think, being a nice warm day, sun's out, it's a nice easy drinking beer. Of course got hop hog pouring as well. Hop hog, look, it's actually been an extremely interesting one down here because nobody knows it. Nobody has known basically our best known beer. So it's been really interesting talking to a lot of people about our beers and why our beers are different.
We won People's Choice for the Golden Ale last year. More people certainly know about us this year, but there's still a lot of people who are just new to it and just keen to get in and taste the beer, and yeah, they're all willing to give it a try. People are asking about the beers and asking about what we've got on tap and what's available, and a little bit about the brewery as well. So yeah, we're trying to pass on as much information as we can and engage people and get them into craft beer.
Sometimes people are a little bit afraid about asking for that beer at the bar they don't really know about, or in the bottle shop, but actually at a festival with a nice sunny day, there's so many beers about, they're quite, yeah, let's have a go of that. Cost them one token, $1.50, just to have a little sample of beer, so it's a great way for people to get introduced to craft beer.
Among the vast array of modern contemporary beers that are on offer, there's also a beer that's been poured called Vollum, which is an old recipe brought back to life by the guys at Prickly Moses, who discovered an old recipe local to the region, and they brought it back especially for Great Australian Beer Festival. As in last year, there's more than just beer on offer. There's a whole cider hall with a whole range of people selling cider, and some of them selling beer and cider. Of course, the main reason for coming here is to have a good time, great weather, enjoy some bands, taste some beers. But you don't just have to learn while drinking. You can actually go to some of the fantastic seminars where some of the country's leading experts in beer and food matching, beer and cheese, are there giving seminars. There's homebrewing exhibitions. And essentially, if you want to go away having learnt something as well as having had a great time, then as long as you get in early enough, because they all tend to sell out, there's a whole range of seminars that you can tuck into as well.
Just 3 tokens, thanks.
One of the things that you'll find at the Great Australian Beer Festival that you probably don't see at many other festivals is just the vast array of entertainment. It's not just music on stage. You've got guys going around on unicycles, there's entertainers wandering through the crowd, there's art stalls, there's live graffiti going on. And one thing you've probably never seen before, there was a cabaret tent just to watch a bit of comedy while soaking up the sun. There's even families here. There's a whole dedicated kids area with a bouncy castle, face painting. It just, it just attracts a wide array of people all just coming here to have a good time and relax in the sun. Something they've introduced for the first time in 2014 is the homebrew competition. It's been taken very seriously, it's been judged to the highest standards, and from what I understand there's been some really fantastic beers entered as well.
I'd argue that some homebrews, when they're made with the care that they can be made with, can stand out as better than a lot of the professional beers. People can be very creative and use the highest quality malts, hops, and yeast that you can and give it a lot of attention and detail.
Well, hopefully you've enjoyed our tour of the 2014 Great Australian Beer Festival here in Geelong. It's been a fantastic day, the sun has shone, the beers have poured freely, and everyone's had a fantastic time. But what has to be the most colourful of all the outdoor beer festivals taking place in Australia? Certainly the brewers I've been chatting to agree, the punters agree. There's been so much to do aside from just drinking beer. If you haven't made it down this year, you seriously need to think about coming down next year. Fantastic day out. Hopefully the sun shines the same next year, and we'll see you there. Cheers.
Cheers.